Uh, Hello all. So good evening. So we'll start. Hope you can able to hear me and no, you can able to see my screen. So we'll start the session actually. So thanks for joining. Okay. So today we are going to cover about generic about the new certification launched by AC Council. Okay. So we are covering a certification called Certified Cloud Security Engineer Program from EC Council. Okay, so this is a new set, it's a version 1, it's a very new to, EC Council. It's a newly launched, based on the industrial demand of the, cloud security and other stuff. So they launched the certification to cover all aspects of cloud security. Okay, so now some people know if you are experienced, I believe you guys are experienced because nowadays all are cloud actually. Mostly all our applications, networks, our mostly the infrastructure, everything will be they are moving to cloud actually. Rapidly we are moving to the cloud based actually. Okay, so company need to understand about the security risk about moving to cloud or transition to the cloud. They need to understand the security risk and the best practice to to safeguard the either the customer infrastructure or our customer data and other stuff. Okay, so what are the skills? Cyber cloud security skills play in the significant role. Mostly, we cover mostly the managing and mitigating the risk, protecting cloud security, external and internal cyber threats, and blocking unauthorized access to the confidential information. Confidential information, irrespective of what is the database or application, whatever we are hosting, any critical applications in our cloud. So we need to manage all the risk and maintain. So nowadays, mostly, most of the clouds vendor, hope you already aware, AWS, Azure, Google, and most of the vendors available. Mostly in Singapore, I can say Asia Pac region, mostly the Europe and they are already adapted mostly cloud, and Middle East they are they're starting up actually. And in Middle East itself, most of their vendors like Google, Azure, they already they're putting their data center in their region actually. Okay, to migrate all their cloud resource. Okay, so these are the biggest challenges in cloud security. Okay, so mostly the cloud migration issues. Okay, so mostly whenever we want to if it is on-prem, we can directly go and reboot the server and we can do whatever we want actually. So once we migrated all the servers and network everything to cloud, okay, then if something fail, we have a proper support and so many things are there. So that migration may be the issue. And misconfiguration, that is a major flaw. Okay, because misconfiguration we are using in cloud security or cloud, we are onboarding or you are deploying any server application database. We are just upload and we get the software services or anything from the cloud vendor itself, and we make it as a default. We never care about the any hardening or any security postures, anything we don't care. So these are all under the misconfiguration and we call it as a human error. And apart from that, insider threats, people once they cloud, they don't have the DLP and other stuff, so people can make use of that gap and try to exfiltrate all the data actually. And mostly the compliance and regulatory mandates. So even though if it is on-prem, at least we can manage our physical security and other perimeter security we can enable. If it is a cloud, then we need to take care about the local law and what are the data you are collecting from our customers or vendors. How you are storing, how the retention, how the masking, how their encryption. So many things we need to regulate under the compliance and regulatory mandates. The most major one is increasing cloud security skills gap. So meaning, okay, so they are just migrating with the help of vendor, but there is no proper we can say security people to understand this cloud security actually. Okay, there is a lot of security vendors or the individuals freelancer available, but still there is a lot skill gap, because there is many clouds. Okay, that is not a AWS only or Azure only, because each and everything they have a separate security solution they are providing. If you already aware of, for example, if it is a AWS and they have their own security, CloudTrail, AWS Inspector, and AWS, WAF and other stuff. If it is Azure, they have their own WAF. If it is a Google, they have a Armor, Google Armor and others. So they have, each vendor have their own security portfolio and security technology, but people having some skill gap to understand, learn and, implement it on the customer environment or, our infrastructure, we can say. Okay, so these are the recent, attacks in cloud-based actually. So mostly in 2019 and 2020, 22, 21. Okay, if you see in all the attacks, okay, like server, our customer data compromising, or all their, mostly the customer, data will be compromised, data breaches, data exposure, so many things. But all, if you see the issues, see under out of 5, if you see in everything, it's all under the misconfiguration. Okay, so misconfigured happened because of there is no proper security, we can say expert available, or they don't proper hardening, or they don't have a proper skills to mitigate the risk, or to fix the gap actually. So that's the reason there is a lot of cybersecurity incident happening nowadays in once after they move to the cloud actually. Lot of breaches, lot of incident, because cloud by default they have people are just implement that, and they forgot everything. Okay, meaning so there is a lot of gaps in terms of default configurations, default passwords, and default ports opening. So many things are there. So attacker can leverage that one that gap to expose the compromising their data. Okay, so these are the few, again, whatever the news in the news, it'll, if you see in the news, massive data leak, server farm capital on breach, mostly they are, Docker, Hub, Kubernetes, these are things, exposed data breaches, day to day we are seeing this kind of incident happening. Okay, why? Because there is a gap. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is a cloud market. I'm not sure. In India, we have AWS mostly. Okay, so in Middle East and everything, they have Azure. As my experience, it's mostly Azure, and in Middle East, I've never seen AWS mostly. In US, mostly AWS is there. So now the market, if you see the market, AWS conquer more than 40%, I can say. Then Azure, second one, and third one will be the Google. Then Alibaba, Oracle, IBM, so many vendors available. But mostly now, mostly AWS is conquering the cloud market actually. But in terms of cloud security, that's again a debate only. Okay, so about the job demands. Okay, for example, if you want to move to your career to the cloud security, so what are the job demands in current market? Okay, you can just go to the Google, or you can go to the LinkedIn. This is a LinkedIn image, let's say. Okay, just search for the cloud security, and worldwide as of now, there's more than 2 lakhs opportunity for the cloud security alone. Okay, so cloud security alone, they have a lot of, because nowadays people are in my few past experience also, not past, few months also, whenever I interact with any customers, they say we don't need on-prem, Chandra, so we can go with cloud based better, because that will be more reliable, and I don't get any tension about anything, because if it is on-prem, any server down, I need to call the system admin guy, network admin, everyone I need to call and arrange everything. But if it is a cloud, then you can directly raise a support case, and they can fix for you actually based on the SLA and everything. So mostly people mindset will automatically, they plan to migrate to the clouds actually. So once they migrate all the data to the cloud, then they need someone to take care of the security portfolio, security actually. Okay, so because in cloud also the same data will be there, we need to take care of the data masking, data encryption, the retention, everything we need to take care actually. So how attacker can come into the default passwords, so hardening, so many things we need to do as a part of the cloud security. So EC Council launched the comprehensive certified cloud security engineer program to meet all increasing demand of the cloud security professionals. Okay, so in this course, they specialized in, mostly they cover the all kind of mostly the 3 vendor we cover actually, AWS, Azure, and GCP. Okay, in terms of, not in terms of the infrastructure part, mostly in terms of cloud security part. Meaning, so what are the solutions offering? For example, AWS means we have a cover the Cloud Trail, IAM, and AWS Inspector. So some of the tools or solutions we cover. So how we can enable the cloud security solutions on each vendor, and how we can protect, and what are the countermeasures, or what are the default GRC we need to cover, and what are the threat exposure we have, what are the attack surface we have, and what are the solutions we need to take care of it. Depend on what we are hosting in your cloud. So based on that, if you are, for example, if you're hosting your application in cloud, irrespective of what cloud, AWS, Azure, or GCP, okay, you need to protect it. Either you can use a vendor native web application firewall, or some other third party firewall, like vendor native meaning Azure have their own native WAF actually. Okay, Google have their own native WAF, like Armor. Google have the Armor, and Azure have the Azure WAF only. Okay, but the third party meaning that there is other vendor like FI, Impero, and few more vendor also available. So there is a we call it as a third party WAF actually. So that we can put on top of their application to protect all incoming and outgoing traffic actually. And if they're having a database, then we are using database security. If they having encryption, we are using cloud encryption, some other technology to protect all kind of data in cloud actually. So in this module, or in this CCSE program, okay, we cover more than 50 plus labs. We cover mostly start from the basic to advanced level. Like I will cover it in shortly. But most of the covers like penetration testing, cloud CSPM we call it as cloud security posture management. Apart from what are the solutions, how attacker can get into the AWS, how we can find misconfigured S3 bucket. So everything we will cover as part of our labs. So this course mostly I can say kind of 60% lab and 40% theoretical, I can say. Okay, concept wise, but mostly we are into practical. Okay, so mostly this course we cover mostly AWS, Azure, and GCP. Okay, so these are the course module or coverage actually. What are things we normally cover as a fundamental concept of cloud security, including IAM. IAM means identity and access management, encryption, key management, password management. Okay, irrespective of what cloud, and what are the shared responsibility model between the cloud vendor and the service provider or we organization. Okay, and security management for all kind of platform model like cloud platform or infrastructure or software, cloud data security, forensics, incident and response and detection, testing, penetration testing, and compliance, disaster recovery, continuity, monitoring, SIM kind of stuff. So everything in the cloud actually. So they have a total of 11 modules actually. So who's for? Okay, who can enroll for this course actually? So mostly network security or network engineer, cyber security, cloud, already the cloud administrator, or information security professional, or anyone having a knowledge of network or cloud, basic cloud, management or operation people, they can attend, are eligible to enroll for this course. Okay, so how CCSE solves cloud security events? Because in this course we are covering the all real-time, attack kind of real attacks. How it's a kind of real world simulation. I can say. Okay, because mostly how we can deploy the whoever can deploy the AWS S3 bucket. Okay, so from that moment, okay, how you can see you. Okay, so how they, what are the way they are leakaging, or mostly if you see in the news and everything, they say the S3 bucket have, when the S3 bucket is compromised, S3 bucket have the default configuration. Okay, people compromise the S3 bucket and everything. So how in real world we can do both offensive and defensive. Okay, offensive means the penetration testing and other stuff. In the defensive part, we are doing hardening, we are doing some other security solutions to protect these kind of attacks actually. So these everything will be covered as part of the CCSE. So CCSE, so curriculum explore the core concept of cloud computing, server model, cloud-based vulnerabilities. Okay, what are the vulnerabilities once you migrate to the cloud? Everything will be we will see it in a practical way actually. Okay. So apart from that, we also have we also have it will cover both protection, detection, and respond to the cloud attacks. If someone attacking, Okay, even though we have a misconfiguration everything, then how we can protect, how we can detect any attack if someone doing attack on our cloud. Okay, for example, they are doing something like crypto jacking and other stuff. Okay, they are compromising our servers and they are used for crypto mining. So in that scenario, how we can detect and how we can respond to these kind of attacks, everything will be covered as part of the CCSE. Apart from that, mostly we cover what are the basic misconfiguration gap in cloud platform, how we can mitigate all kind of misconfiguration across AWS, Azure, GCP cloud platforms. Apart from that, mostly we cover all these three vendors. Okay, procedures, mostly this BCP, how we can do the BCP, because nowadays, hybrid cloud and multi-cloud we are saying, because people are going to AWS now. Okay, for example, okay, AWS is a DR means DC means data center, primary, and the DR will be either Azure or GCP. Meaning if AWS is down, they have the Azure to backup actually. So this is how people are now they totally wiping out the on-prem and they are moving to cloud vendor, because nowadays sometimes maybe you heard about this AWS is down or Azure down, like that they will you heard or like that. So but nowadays kind of hybrid cloud and this kind of multi-cloud way of saying, so people are going with the Azure or AWS. So one vendor down also the other vendor can help to do the availability actually. So in this course, we are also covering the legal aspect, legal policy, compliance, regulatory. Okay, for example, if you have a company in India, okay, so you need to host all your application within India. So as per the RBI, we cannot, expose our personal PII data we call as, Indian, our phone numbers, credit card numbers, so whatever the PII data, email address, everything we cannot expose to any other, outside India. They cannot do actually. That's the reason every cloud vendor going to implement their own data center in each region, we can say, because no, that is very critical actually. So prerequisite to join this training, mostly basic knowledge of network security and cloud concept. Okay, so we call as per them, they're saying network security fundamentals and cloud computing, basic knowledge of cloud computing and cyber security concepts. Concept wise, you should be very clear. And pathways, we don't have a much path. As per the recommendation, basic security specialist, that's a basic, then network defender and CCSE. But people can go directly to the, if you have experience in cloud security or network security, then cloud concept, you can directly enroll for CCSE actually. Okay, after CCSE, what is the path? Then you can choose. Okay, in the CCIP, normally EC Council is a vendor neutral actually. So we don't cover, mostly, this solution, that solution. No. Okay, we are a vendor neutral. So we cover all aspects of all such cloud security. After that, if, for example, in your company, you have only Azure or you have only AWS, then you can choose a vendor specific certification also. Okay, after CCSE, you can choose, I want to be AWS security specialist or Azure security specialist. So you can choose that. Okay. Okay, so this is a pyramid of career path of VC Council. So mostly they have a standard or fundamental, that is for freshers we can say. So mostly secure end users, certified specialists. So that is fundamental, and core is mostly CH actually. So people normally go with the CH is a basic. Okay, I normally recommended CH is a basic. So after CH, then specialized or advanced we call it as a CCSE. CCSE, one of the advanced course actually. Okay, so mostly we cover only the cloud part actually. So that's the reason we put it as a specialization. So whatever the people want to learn more into cloud, so they can go with the CCSC. Okay, expert is CAST. Okay, CST, that forensic pen testing everything, and the top level will be the manager, CISO level. So they have the CISO also, but mostly this topic will cover with the CCSC. So. And this is the other, apart from EC Council, there is other vendor also, right? So not only EC Council provide the cloud security, they have a CompTIA, you have a GIAG, you have a CCSP from ISC Square, and CSA from CCSK from other vendor also. Okay, what make EC Council special? Okay, because EC Council is the only one. Mostly they cover labs and the theoretical for all three cloud vendor like AWS, Azure, and GCP. If you go with the CommShare, they don't cover mostly the vendor specific. And GIAC also, because I personally I went to the GIAC also because they don't cover the GCP mostly actually. Okay, and CCSP and other mostly they cover AWS. But EC Council is the only one we cover all three major cloud vendor for that, and also the price wise and the lab wise everything will be good. So this is a basic comparison between the other vendor in terms of training, okay, with EC Council. So on the module wise, okay, if you see the module wise, okay, we cover in the EC Council, CCSE, we cover 11 modules, okay. Introduction to cloud security, platform and infrastructure security, application security in cloud, data security, security operation. If some people working in SOC, so there will be a major actually. So how you manage the security operation in cloud actually, and doing penetration testing in the cloud environment, incident response in the cloud environment, forensics investigation in the cloud. Okay, business continuity, disaster recovery in cloud, governance part in cloud, standard policy procedures, policy legal issues in cloud. So these are the 11 domain we cover as part of our CCSE modules. So key USP of CCSE. So mostly we cover Google platform, AWS, and Azure. Okay, so unique certification that cover vendor specific, vendor neutral implementation and management. So we cover mostly these three vendor mapped with the real-time lab. Okay, 50 plus labs and key roles. Okay, so job opportunity. So this is the main thing. Okay, after I finish CCSE, what kind of job role or job I can search actually. Okay, so you can choose, cloud security architect, cloud security manager, cloud security specialist. Okay, like nearly 20 plus, designation available that you need to search in your, LinkedIn or, once you finish this, then we will also guide you. But, but these are the role available after you finish this CCSE. Okay, this training mostly 40 hours actually. Okay, so 40 hours training. Okay, this is a training model. Mostly it will be weekend and weekdays. And the course code is 31240. And this is the exam. 125 question, multiple choice. 4 hours exam. And you can do it from your home. If you want, you can come to training. This exam center, or else you can do it from your home itself. Actually, all are multiple choice only. So exam wise. And okay, so before things, all your, and I believe you guys, maybe if you who are all new to EC Council, okay, so EC Council, they have their own portal called Aspen portal actually. So in the Aspen portal, maybe I can show you right away. 1 minute. Okay, so here you will see. Okay, so this is a Aspen portal actually. If you go to Aspen portal, okay, once you registered your course, you can get your all your training material, everything will be here itself. Okay, once you register your course, you can for at least for 1 to 3 years, you can get your own presentation, own guide, okay, own lab guide. Okay, so your all your tools, everything. I'm just showing for CH11, but it's available same for the your cloud security also. Okay, so this is an engineer. Okay, so all are hands-on. Okay, so these are the target audience. Prerequisite is nothing much. Okay, so this is a career path. Okay, so basically, this is the Aspen portal. You will get all your tools, all your lab guide, all your study material, everything you can in your Aspen portal actually. So once you register, you will get this access. Then you can use it for when and where your reference, your study, whatever you can use this actually. Okay, guys. Actually, that's from from my end. Actually, if you have any questions, we can then we can start with the questions. Actually, yeah, I received only one question as of now. That yes, this presentation, if you want, we will share it. No problem. Actually, okay. Apart from that, what are there any other key questions? If you have, you can just shoot me in chat, or you can just unmute and ask. We will happy to cover.
Hi, sir.
Yes, please.
After completion of our course, can you refer us as a
Sorry.
job assistance?
Yeah, job assistance we will provide for all the courses. Okay, not only for CCSE. We will provide. We also have our own. We have a both training company, and we also have our own consulting company also. Okay, we have a lot of cloud project also. We can put it in our cloud project also, and we can also assist you in the job. Definitely job assistant will be there. Okay.
And there is no offline classes, only online classes.
Yeah, as of now we are having only online classes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so any other questions if you have, let me know. And also the lab part, we will try to arrange another demo session or another session if if I have a, if we got access for the demo lab and other stuff. Okay, fee structure, timing weekend actually, that will be confirmed, but the fee structure, everything you can reach, this WhatsApp number or Tahir.
Yeah, I have put a WhatsApp number in the chat box. For fee structure, you can contact me. If you have any queries related to the training on the course, you can ask Chandru. Fee structure and timing and all, you can contact me one-to-one through WhatsApp. I have put a number in the WhatsApp chat box.
Okay, so in case of any technical issue or even in future or maybe after 2 days, if you have any doubt also, feel free to connect on our chat, and we are happy to help you on whatever query. Okay, so mostly cloud nowadays, if you seen wherever you are in India or abroad, wherever the cloud is now booming, and that will be better actually, because cloud basically you can work from anywhere actually once you join any cloud security or cloud jobs. So that will be a major advantage nowadays. But
Hello.
yes.
This is Bandi Nawaz. Actually, I am from Saudi Arabia, KSA. We don't have here AWS or Amazon, anyone here, or the cloud service provider like V2. They have private here, all. And their data center, everything, it will be in the Saudi Arabia itself only. They
Yes.
provide as a, like hardware, itself only we can access their services. So how it will be? You heard, sir, anything about like this V2? I think it is Indian company, right?
Which one?
V2. V2.
B2. Okay.
Not Me2, V2.
V2. No, Saudi Arabia I'm new to actually. I don't know, but in Saudi Arabia they have, they don't have in Azure, they don't have.
No, Azure they will be just, we will take, but they don't have any data center or anything like this. In for a Saudi Arabia country, they don't allow any data should we go outside of country. And by the way, we joined our this IVV, this 365 mentor course for Mr. This one, Ibrahim sir. Is it covering this one or this is additional different one? For 6 months, we joined mentorship program, this one.
No. This will not be covered, brother. This is a new course launched by EC Council. It will be a separate certification course, mainly based on cloud security.
So for this, we need to finish that one, then need to join this one, or the parallelly we can go through how it is exactly.
If you have prior experience in cloud and networking, you can join this and learn parallelly also. No problem.
Okay, that courses and that classes are in the Thursdays, right?
Yeah, that is in Thursday. This will be in the weekends only, mainly on Friday and Saturday.
So there should be no classes like this. I'm just thinking about this one.
Yeah, there will not be any classes. This training will be mostly on Friday and Saturday.
What will be the timing, sir? Because we have holidays, here Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, timing will be 6 to 10 Indian time.
Evening.
Yeah, evening 6 to 10 Indian time.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Only this was the.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Bye. Thank you.
Okay, so any other doubts if you have? But my experience, because a few years I work in Qatar also, because in Qatar they have we have Azure and Google also setting up their own data center. So customers, we cannot move. That there is an agreement between the government and the cloud provider, who are Microsoft or Google. So they have their SLA and everything in place, and we cannot transfer the data outside Qatar. That is 100%. But once they done the these the SLAs and everything, then people are government entity. They are moving to cloud actually. So that is a Qatar experience. But I don't know about the Saudi and other agents.
Yeah, for sure. They announced there should be a cloud only every company in Saudi Arabia, but they don't have like outside like Google and the AWS. There is nobody like this. Nobody have their data center except local
Okay.
like this.
Okay. So guys, any technical questions? Let us know, and happy to answer. And we will cover lab will be there, and training materials, everything will be we shared prior to that. And prerequisite, we don't have nothing much in terms of technical, like you have a laptop, general laptop is fine. This question, I don't have a junior level, which is good for cybersecurity. I recommended CH actually, so that will be good. If you don't understand, if you don't have much experience in cybersecurity nowadays, you can go with the CH. Then you can start your cloud or other journeys actually. Cover any CSPM tool? I believe yes. Okay, we cover Azure CSPM, I believe. Okay, any specific CSPM tool? I don't know. We cover in terms of hardening part and this CSPM checklist and other stuff. Okay, but by default, the Azure CSPM will cover, I think. Okay. Definitely, we will also cover the real time also. I will try to show some real time example of which my old client have. So that is also we'll cover, and we will also guide you in terms of cyber security, cloud security architecture level. How you architect if you want to put your applications or database in cloud. We will also guide you in terms of architect and guys, any more doubts? Let me know, or else you can WhatsApp or you can chat or you can try to reach Tahir if you in case you have any future also, and if you have any doubts, anything related to cloud security or any certification in training, then you can reach.
Yeah, if there is no doubts, then we can wind up the session. Thank you, Chandru, for the excellent presentation.
Yeah.
I hope we can start the batch this week. Thanks everyone for attending.
Thanks.
If you have any doubts related to pricing and everything, you can contact me. My number is also in the WhatsApp group also. So thank you everyone.